हेलो फ्रेंड्स। और हम अभी एक बहुत ही ब्रीफ और बहुत ही फैसिनेटिंग इंट्रोडक्शन करने जा रहे हैं जो कि मैक्सिमम 5 मिनट्स का होगा। उससे आपको पता लगेगा किसी टॉपिक को, किसी भी इशू को हम एग्जामिनेशन पर्सपेक्टिव से आखिर कैसे देख सकते हैं विद अ स्मार्ट व्यू एंड मेथड। सो लेट्स स्टार्ट विदाउट स्पीकिंग मच। ये साइप्रस कैसे एक शैडो फाइनेंशियल जोन है, बिकॉज इट हैज बीन इन न्यूज, एंड हाउ कम इंडिया, government of India, I should say, they have also been interested in curbing those illegal financial practices जो कि हमारी इकोनॉमी के लिए बहुत ज्यादा नुकसानदायक है. So keeping this in mind, I hand over the whole screen to my friends and participants, and they are going to take it forward. Please continue. Thank you very much.
Hello, sir. Regarding the Cyprus, the question is regarding how the Cyprus has been used by Russia and other countries for the money laundering operation. For the examination perspective, Cyprus is very important. So we can see the map of the Cyprus. It is in the Mediterranean Sea, and the Cyprus is divided between the indigenous Greek population and Turkish population. So if you can see here, the Greek and Turkey fight over the political control over the Cyprus region because they want to influence both the population. That is why. Then coming to the next. Yes.
I think the tracker is not.
Anji, move to the next slide. Oshik, it is not
Yeah.
visible.
Yes. We are talking about the historical perspective of the Cyprus. It was a British colony, and in 1950, Cyprus got independence in 1960. Earlier, it was under the influence of the British colony, and Soviet Union was pushing for the scripted independence from the British colonial rule. Then Cyprus got independence from the British colony in 1960. Soviet Union, that is Russian Federation, provided Cyprus with political and defense support. And 1974, Turkey invaded Cyprus over the issue of the Turkish minority in Cyprus. And
Fascinating.
yes, then with the Turkish invasion, the Cyprus political establishment now sided with the Soviet Union with respect to the many treaties, and Russia and Cyprus signed many treaties such as 50 Protocol, etc. Then, after the break of the Soviet Union, Russia was given a preferable status in Cyprus with respect to economic, political, etc. And Cyprus became the member of EU, and it initiated the Golden Visa program, which is very
Wow.
important for this thing. It was initiated in 2007. Then, after Cyprus applied for the financial assistance from the ECB, ECB is basically European Commercial Bank. It is under the European Union. Yes, for the bailout, the Eurozone countries basically supported Cyprus for its bailout provision. And through this crisis, Russia initiated money laundering operation. So we will talk about this one. The question is over the Cyprus model, how the use of golden visa, money laundering, election interference has been done through Cyprus. First of all, going in golden visa, it has been stated that at around 2,869 Russian nationals were given citizenship by the Cyprus, which generated around $7 billion for the Chinese island. And then, with respect to the Russian authority orchestrated one of the largest money laundering operation, around $10 billion from Russia to Europe, right from 2000 to 2014 between the Russia invasion of Crimea, and afterwards during the 2011, 12, 13, 14 to 2022 when Russia invaded Ukraine. All of that was done under the monitoring of the European Union and also the big banks of Europe. And after the 2016 election, when Trump was elected as a president, there was a allegation of Russian interference. During the Mueller investigation, it was found that Bank of Cyprus has helped to funnel the Russian disinformation campaign against the US election. So basically, I am just stating the cycle, how the cycle was performed. Basically, Russia Federation had its own nexus with the Cyprus political and banking executive, and how the Cyprus parliament helped the Russian Federation to gain control over their own banks, that is Cyprus National Bank and other banks. Yeah. And it also legislated many of the secrecy laws and banking laws which were pro-Russian in element. Further, accounting firm, private sector lawyers and executive, they were also in collusion with the Russian Federation. And with the golden visa policy, it was given not only to the Russian, but also the other countries such as North Korean also, and also the Indian businessmen for the laundering of various kind of money through shell companies. And despite of uncovering of this issue in 2009, 2013, the Cyprus parliament passed the legislation to make Cyprus bank more control and give access to the Russia rather than putting reform into it. So the cycle continued until 2022. So I'm just stating three areas, that is corruption, Cyprus political executive class, that is irrespective of anything that was done by the European Union. The corruption in the Cyprus political and executive class was such that they were basically passing laws. They were supporting the Russian Federation and KGB for the operating in the Cyprus region. Then European Union knew about the issue of the money laundering process. They initiated some of the reform, but they couldn't act directly because of the issue of the sovereignty of the law. Because many of the countries in European Union were thinking that if European Union is talking about a reform and big thing, then it will be neglecting their sovereignty issues. That is special. Then next one is connection to the Russian Federation. Yes, sir.
Thank you. You were able to throw so many points and important ideas over here, and we really appreciate the clarity and the idea that you have put up. Now, this was the part one of our whole discussion, and I would say that Pravesh, would you like to say one word on this, whatever had been discussed till now?
Yes, sir, it is nicely put it and represented by Mr. Rashid.
Thank you. Dia, what would you say?
There was much more clarity on this issue and it was nicely presented.
Thank you. I would say that from the perspective of bringing up the keyword, the flow, the ideas, and also how Cyprus model had been there, what the role was Russians were doing, what are the role of EU, and all other ideas have also been put up very nicely. Now, this was the part one, and we'll be soon getting back to you with the part two of the same series. Thank you very much.